Gianni Galfera is blindfolded, but he can still show these people something that's amazing. The young Italian man calls it the art of memory. First, the people randomly choose 60 numbers. After that, a helper reads the numbers to Gianni. Then Gianni repeats the numbers in the correct order from memory. First in the order he heard them, then he does it again, backwards.
Si chiama memoria eidetica.
It's a kind of memory that is connected to what I see. It means that every idea I learn, everything I read, becomes a part of me. Normally, a person who doesn't have this gift and who hasn't studied memory tends to just forget things, even an entire book. Not me.
Gianni has a very special kind of memory. He has memorized more than 250 books. He also says that he can remember every detail of every day of his life from the time when he was less than 1 year old. Memory is very difficult to understand, and scientists don't really know how it works. The Galfera family genes may hold important information about Gianni's memory. Neurobiologist Dr. Antonio Magaroli plans to compare the Galfera family's genes with the genes of more forgetful families.
The crucial question is to understand which is the contribution from heredity and which is the contribution that comes from the environment.
When we process new information, such as reading a book or newspaper, it goes into our brains through the hippocampus. There, it's coded as memory. But how is memory coded? Where is it stored? Why is it stored there? Nobody knows. Nobody knows why some people lose their memories either, or why so few like Gianni never forget things. Researchers are now studying how memory and learning change the brain. They're also trying to match those changes to specific genes. Some research shows that a great memory may not depend on the right DNA.
If you really need to use your brain capacity to store some kind of information, you have this ability, and it's just a matter of exercise.
The same idea is true for Gianni. His genes are only part of the story. Since the age of 11, he's been training his brain to remember. He practices continuously to improve the power of his memory. He has even memorized a whole series of historical books. For Gianni, improving his memory has become almost like a full-time job.
Galfera has an extraordinary ability. The question is, how much it's really because of, the Galfera family genes and how much comes from his sort of, maniac type of activity.
Gianni's life is not all about science, though. He has a relatively normal life. He has a dog and a girlfriend. He likes to take time away from work. In other words, he's just like other people, and that's part of what's so interesting. His genes may be partly responsible for his great memory. However, researchers think that it's mainly because of his very hard work. Gianni agrees. He even offers proof. He holds classes to teach people how to improve their memories. His system involves organization and hard work, basically learning how to remember to remember.
I think the only problem with memory is getting the correct order. There's a lot of brain space, so I think there are no limits.
If there is a memory gene, Gianni Galfera probably has it. But the success of the memory man may be more about determination than DNA. Gianni's practice and hard work are making his memory even better. He might just be showing scientists that a great memory can be made and not just born.